Lately, we hear the word narcissist a lot, and people use it often. We hear about narcissism often, but we don't completely maybe understand what that looks like. What are their characteristics? What are the red flags to see if you're in a relationship with a narcissist? And narcissism can look different. It's actually on a spectrum. You can have the grandiose narcissist, or you can have covert, and those people can look different and they can have different characteristics. But in this video, I will be covering specifically covert narcissism. Narcissism is a personality disorder. And covert narcissists, they are the people that wear a mask. So they have one persona, and then at home they are completely different persona. So they constantly wear this mask so that most of the people see one type of person. Covert narcissists have a very high ego. They are very prideful. They feel entitled. They feel like everybody owes them everything and they are entitled to the best things. This is why you may be feeling like you are falling short. That's because they feel like they are so maybe good at everything they do. They have this high ego of who they are. They can do everything. They're maybe strong, good looking, and so you have to come up this way too. You have to be good looking all the time. You have to be in a good shape in order to be with them. So they always pressure you to be perfect. And as we know, in reality, you cannot always be perfect. So therefore, they leave no room for mistakes. They leave no room for maybe doing things wrong. It's always only white and black. There's no gray and there's no in between with them. Your ego gets boost by you always admiring them and by you giving them constant compliments. And if you are not giving that to them, then we see the mask come off, and then we truly see them for who they are. This is when we start to see the anger, the rage. We see their eyes change. It's because you are not feeding their ego, and everything is centered around them. Everything is done on their time, around their schedule, and everybody caters to them. They also lack empathy, so therefore they do not feel sorry for people. They do not feel sorry for you, even though they love you. The only person that they feel sorry for is for themselves. That is the only person that they love. They actually may come off as shy or humble, and this is why a lot of people don't see them for who they are, because that is the mask. The mask can come off as somebody that is maybe either very Christian, somebody that's involved in the church if they're involved in the church, or they can come off as very kind, or shy or humble, and they're willing to help you. They also cannot hold a conversation. Having a conversation with a narcissist always turns into an argument, into a debate. There is no dialogue. It's usually mostly monologue with them, being emotionally immature. They are actually pretty smart. They're actually pretty intelligent, but emotionally, they are immature. Emotionally, they are stuck as a little child. That's why they throw tantrums. That's why the rage and the anger comes out, because they do not know how to have a decent conversation as an adult where there is no raising your voice, where you can state your opinion, and when you can agree to disagree. And this is why they are emotionally abusive, because they start to dismiss you, dismiss your opinion, and they start to project their opinion on you, where only their opinion is right. All that being said, that makes them very poor listeners. And even if you do have a conversation with them, it'll probably be a judgmental one, where they are judging somebody, they are criticizing somebody, they are always unhappy. And it will never be about giving somebody a compliment. They will never compliment somebody. They will point out all of the negative things and dismiss all of the good and the positive things. They also cannot take criticism, and that all comes with that insecurity that they have. And when they see that you are maybe smarter than them, more intellectual than they are, they start to look bored. That is their way of showing you, hey, I don't care what you are saying, I'm smarter than you. And so they walk away by acting bored. And so when you give them criticism, they either argue or they withdraw. They go away from the conversation because they cannot take the criticism. Because if they take your criticism, then that means that they will show their insecurities. Then that will reveal that they are not perfect, and what they want to be is perfect in everything. This also comes with a lot of control. They like to control everything, and that goes from conversations to where you are to what you do. Everything needs to be controlled by them, and it's because inside they're empty and inside they're very insecure. And this is why the person living with the narcissist always feels empty and always feel unwanted. It's because their needs are never being met. Their desires are being put down and maybe even laughed at. And then there's something they do that's called gaslighting. So if you are maybe criticizing them or you're pointing something out, they become the victim all of a sudden. And all of a sudden, all of these things are your fault. They're behaving in this way because it is all your fault. You made them get angry. You made them yell. You made them behave this way. And this is called gaslighting. And they use this so much to project all of their wrongdoings and onto you. I see this a lot if you go into therapy with them, maybe into couples therapy. If you're seeking help, they will all of a sudden become the victim. They may even cry. They're gonna lie a lot. And this is where you have to point out their lies in front of other people. If there's other people involved, they become the victim. They cry. They start to apologize. They start to repent. If there's somebody else involved, if there's somebody like a third person there with you, this is what they will fall into. But if it's just the two of you, you will never win the conversation. It'll be just them talking, just them taking control of the situation. But if there's a third person involved, they fall into this victim mentality and they start to cry, apologize, and take accountability of the things they did, and they just start to say, hey, I'm sorry, I won't do it again. But as we see, they keep doing the things, their patterns, their cycles, they keep doing, they keep hurting you because they don't feel sorry for you and they don't feel sorry for the things that they are doing. Last thing, to sum it up, I wanted to say that they seek a lot of external validation because they are empty on the inside. Everything is on the outside. So you may see that they are maybe good looking, they are hardworking, they are somewhat people pleasing, like because they have that mask. So they have to portray a certain persona. But on the inside, they are empty. They cannot cry with you. They cannot empathize with you. They do not feel sorry for you. And they are actually not sorry for the things that they are doing. So if they're cheating on you, if they are abusing you, they are not sorry for those things. So I hope this video was helpful for you, and now you understand who covert narcissists are. And if you feel like you were in a relationship with a person like this, or you are, and you are seeking some help, my name is Irina, and I help Christian people restore themselves when they are either in this relationship or when they are out of this relationship and they want to restore and get their confidence back.